Hi, this is Kat Chancellor with Stamp Art Connection and StampArtConnection.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Let me know if you can hear that. I'm going to turn off my background music. Hi, this is Kat Chancellor with Stamp Art Connection, and I just cut off my recording. Alexa off. Rocky, say hi. Rocky, say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. You gonna say hi? Huh? Oh, you gonna say hi? Oh, okay. You rest right there. So Rocky and I say hi from Pensacola, Florida. Welcome. Stamp Art Connection. Oops, I just need to mute that. Please say hi. Let me know that you're out there. And I'm going to do tonight's video. It's going to be kind of a mix up with some new stuff that I've done, as well as a reveal of On Stage and the new catalog. And I have the, I can show you the front. Here's the front. So I'm going to show you some of the products that came out with the new catalog. Let me just go ahead and I just have to check my Facebook site and see if folks on Stamping Fusion got the post so they can sign on. There we go. All right. Since I'm starting an hour earlier, I may not get as many people as I usually get, but that's okay, because if you don't know, I usually tape this live every Wednesday, and then I go ahead and edit it. So if you always come back to my YouTube channel, you will find any of the tutorials and projects that I do will be edited, and I'll have notes and dimensions, so you can always come back and revisit those. And it'll have a link to my blog where, again, I will have product information and some of the written instructions for the project. So, having said that, I just got my my box from On Stage for my demonstrator product. I guess advance order, and I wanted to kind of share some of the products. I'm also going to share a tip before we get started about how to use your Stamparatus when you're trying to stamp images that go with a punch. So I'm going to have a really fun tip that I want to share with you. I also, if you'll check out my blog, you will know that last week I showed you how to make this card, and I wanted to show you some of the other cards that I've made using this set, using the Pampered Pets, as well as this window card shadow box technique. I just really think it's cute, and that will be featured on my blog as well. Just had a lot of fun. I'm getting these ready. I'm showing you because I'm getting ready to send them out to my nieces, because they really fell in love with that technique. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me go down to my my desktop and let's get started. Okay, I have this punch here. It is it's in the catalog, in the annual catalog, and it cuts out the snowman. And I have the snowman already on this plate for this Stamparatus, and I just wanted to show you that you can take a card, and what you want to do is you want to lay your plate right over your punch, right like that. So take your Stamparatus plate, lay it right over the punch, and line up, put your photopolymer stamps lined up with that punch shape. And then when you stamp your project, and let me just get some Memento black ink here. When you stamp it on your cardstock, and I can just go ahead and put this here. Let's see. I just want to put that right there. Put down my magnets. So now when I stamp out my image, and what I'm missing is because I have a photopolymer stamp, I happen to be missing this piece right here. So I'm just going to try to kind of use a little bit of strength to get the rest of that stamp there in the middle. Okay, so there you go. And I just wanted to point out that what I forgot to put on my Stamparatus and what you can use is this mat right here. And let me remove my magnets carefully and cover up my black ink. Is this mat goes right here, and it helps to lift up your level so that you can use photopolymer stamps. This is some grid paper that comes in the annual catalog. It comes in a really nice thick pack of paper that you can use for your Stamparatus. It fits nicely. Okay, so I wanted to show you how that worked, because now all I have to do is then take this and I line this up right here with my punch, and I can punch out my, see that? Easy. There I have my snowman is all punched out, and I can put this back in and stamp out another one, and I'm ready to go. I can make a lot of cards using that technique, lining up and using your Stamparatus. Just a really little simple hint, especially now that that you're making cards or tags within for the holidays. So let me go ahead and get rid of that, and let me just move my little snowman aside, and we'll put him over here. Okay, so that is a technique for stamping using a punch and the Stamparatus. I'm just going to set this aside because what I want to show you is the cover of the new mini catalog, and this is the cover of the celebrations. Now, they are going to be having celebrations now, since Stampin' Up! Kind of reorganized. This is going to be for the January through June. And then they're going to have the celebrations, and then they're going to have another celebrations from July to August. So they're going to have two celebration cycles. And this is really great because every time they have a celebrations, they have a special offer for how you can join and get your 25% off discount. And you get 6 months before you actually have to meet the minimum. So that's the outside. I can't show you the inside, but I can show you some of the neat products that they had during Onstage. Here's a neat product that you will be able to get from Stampin' Up! in the new mini catalog. These are very popular. I've seen them being used in a lot of other demonstrations. But what's nice is that now Stampin' Up! Is going to offer them, and they're just really wonderful brushes. If you've never really looked at them, you can see all the tiny little bristles. They're just a wonderful brush for doing some blending and kind of like taking your sponge dauber or your sponging to the next level. So can't wait to use these. They're very well made, and they're also washable. So you don't have to worry about, they're reusable. So you don't worry about thinking that they're disposable like the sponge roller is. So that is going to be available in the new mini catalog. Now, one of the other suites, and I want to bring this suite in here because I'm going to show you the suite first. This is you saw this suite that I've got early, and it included this really nice kind of like a yarn here. It's a linen trim. Okay, and I believe it's in garden or in Old Olive, and these wonderful little itty bitty little ladybugs. Well, with this suite, this was only half of the suite, because the next half of the suite is this set right here, which is a dandelion set. And this dandelion set also comes with, and let me see if I can find oh yes, look, it comes with these dies. These are wonderful, wonderful dies that you can cut out, and I've seen some neat cards. I didn't get a chance to play around with this, but you get to not only cut out some of the images here, but you can also make those really cool little I guess they're the dandelion where we used to blow on them and you could wish. Really, really nice. So that is the set, or the bundle, the suite rather. I believe the suite is called, and I have my notes over here because I can't remember everything. I'm still learning all this. But this is the suite that's called, let me find it here. It's called the Dandy Garden Suite. And it also comes with this paper, and here's the pack of paper that comes with it. And I have some open paper because I got an advance order, but it's just really pretty paper. Now let me show you some of the cards that I made using this suite while I was during on stage. And here's one here. Let me just move in so you can kind of see what I did. This card was just simply some really nice, I can't think of the name of this, but I think it's Bumblebee. And I just took little pieces of the designer series paper and kind of placed them in a little bit of a matrix design with the linen thread, and then just stamped with Old Olive the little bumblebee, the dragonfly. And then these little dragonflies are cut out with Whisper White, but they fit perfectly with a mini dimensional dot. Hey, hi Tina. And then what I did is I texturized using an embossing folder, and you can kind of see I kind of texturized just half of that just to kind of give it a little bit more interest. Then the next card I did, and this is kind of pulling in the blues, and this is I think it's Midnight. Let me see what the name of this one is. I have it right here. Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight is the #1 color right now for this season in Stampin' Up. It has sold out all the other colors in the catalog, Misty Moonlight. So this is basically just a Whisper White, and I use the textured impression, the subtle textured impression, after I stamped using, I believe it's Daffodil Delight. I just went ahead and, or Bumblebee, I used this as Bumblebee. I just stamped this really pretty little daisy stamp right here. Just stamped that across, added some DSP strips, and this dragonfly is cut out of the DSP. You see the DSP? I just went ahead and cut him out and popped him up on a dimensional. So I just think he's really lovely. Here's another one. This is a little bit more elaborate. But again, what I did with here, this was Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight. This is on Whisper White cardstock, and I used the subtle textured impressions embossing folder just to kind of give it some really nice interest. And then again, I just added some more strips. And here's my little ladybug. I love that. And again, I just simply punch that out of the DSP. Very, very easy card to make. Now, the suite also comes with this set right here of Dandy Garden Memories and More. And these are the envelopes and the cards. Now, these are great because this makes for some very, very fast card making when you pair it up. And let me open this package, because this, again, this is all part of the suite that you can purchase, and you get these wonderful cards that can be used for card making. And it's Calypso Coral, Blackberry Bliss. Look, you even get some stickers. Here are some lovely stickers to add. So this is a nice more stickers. This is just a lovely set to add. It makes kind of your card making kind of fast. There are some of you that are too busy. You don't really want a lot of hassle. So this is a way to kind of get some more value for your money, and you don't have to buy everything in the suite. Okay, you can just buy the envelopes that have a really nice background printed on the card. Let me just pull out a card here. I mean, look at that. That's just pretty. And it's already printed for you. So that is easy breezy, and that is called the Dandy Garden Suite with these cards, and I really enjoyed putting those together. Okay, so that is part of the new catalog. And let me just go ahead and collect these things, and I'm going to put these aside. Now, another set that came out of the catalog is this set here called the Corner Bouquet. Now, I really like this set, and I put it here on my Stamparatus because I wanted to demonstrate a really neat, fast card. Now, because this is a rubber mount stamp, I'm going to take off this padding, and I'm going to leave on this paper just to protect my surface. Then I'm going to pull in just a piece of cardstock, and you can see where I want to put my, right there. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna line it up like that. Hey, hi, Rosie. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys. I did start. I'm starting a little bit earlier, so thanks for finding me, and thank you for liking my nails. I'm really happy with these. I'm sorry. Let me just pull in It's a purple, and I just added a little bit of glitter. I just kind of like, I don't wear my rings, so I kind of, when I just do my nails and they're just a plain color, they just seem really kind of drab. So I really enjoyed kind of adding a little bit of glitter. But anyway, let me get back to this set here called, or this stamp called the Corner Bouquet. So what I've done is I've just taken a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to pull in and pull over some of these pens that I have here. And I want to bring in a spritzing bottle here with some water, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, kind of, I think I have, this is Old Olive, and I'm just gonna kind of mark it up like this, okay? And then I'm going to add some garden green, and I'm using the wide edge of the wide edge here of my marker, and I might kind of like. And I don't know, do you guys, hey Kelly, do you guys remember the name of this technique? It always escapes me. I'm taking some yellow, and this is crushed curry, and I'm just kind of just rubbing it because my blooms are along the top there. And then I'm going to grab some of the, I think this is Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to kind of just stipple. Because I have it on the Stamparatus, this is where I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to put it on like that, okay? And press. And then I'm going to add some more color. Now I've got some color there, and I've missed some color, so I'm going to take a lighter color. This is a retired color. It's called Grapefruit Grove. Just going to kind of add that there. And, I'm just kind of having a little fun with it. It's just really, and then I'm going to mist it very lightly, just, okay, and then we're going to close it again. And I'm missing a little bit of color there, so let me just go ahead and just throw some color on there. And that picked up nicely. So look how pretty that is. And even if I want to take and add just a little bit more, I can. Just add some more and just kind of layer, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that is the front of my card that I made using this new set called Corner Bouquet. So I'm just going to take this off, and I'm going to show you what the stamp set looks like right here. And there it is. It's just a rubber stamp set, and here are the different stamps that you have with this set. So there is what I made right there. Now, if I want to do it very, very simple, I can just go ahead and I can pull out. Let's pull out this card right here, and let's place that right there on top of this card that comes with that set. And I'm going to pull a sentiment, and I'm going to grab this cardstock here and my punch, and let's punch a dandelion. And look how the dandelion lines up perfectly with the little small dandelion right on top of it. I don't know if you can see that. And if it doesn't, then we're just going to kind of trim, that a little bit. But you can kind of see how nicely that kind of lines up right there with the big dandelion and the little dandelion. Let me make sure I can get that. You know what, that doesn't line up, and I'm not going to waste it because I kind of like that little dandelion. And so I'm just going to do it like this. So there we go. Now the trick, when you don't have, I'm struggling because this paper's too short. The trick for when you have short paper is just grab a piece of Post-it, tear it off, okay, and now use the Post-it as kind of like your arm here to line your paper up with your punch. See that? And there it is, and I can just throw that away. So I am going to cut that out, and we're just going to put that one. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to use that. Let me grab in a dimensional. And this fits nicely with a small dimensional and the large dimensionals. So we're just going to put a large dimensional there, a large dimensional there, and then I'm going to grab in my little mini dimensionals, and we're going to go ahead and put a mini right there and right there, and I can go ahead and take that off. And now I can just go ahead and I could put my little dandelion right there. And now I can put him on the front of my card. And let me grab my bone folder because I want to make sure this is nicely. And then we're going to just grab some glue. And there you go. Look at that. There's a very, very, very simple card that you can make. Let me make sure that's kind of, it's not really straight. That's what I like about glue. You can slide this glue around a little bit. Okay, there you go. Very, very simple card, not hard to make. And I'm combining the products from the Dandy Garden to put this together. See that? Now let me show you some other things that I did. Here's the same card. I did another card here using the same stamp. And I mean, this is easy, but when you can combine it with some of the other products, here's the same one. I did the same effect. I added a little, let me pull in so you can see it. I added the little cute little ladybug. So there's the little ladybug. And then I did the same thing. I added the dandelion. And then I want to point your attention here to this nice little banner. Hoping your day is full of love, happiness, or something, laughter and joy. And then I just pulled in some ribbon. Here. But you see this? I'm going to show you another stamp set on how you can create that. Yes, Tina, these cards are bigger, which is why they come with the envelope. Let me show you because this right here is my standard 5 5¼ by 4 layer that I usually put on a card. But what I did is these cards are, They must be, oh, let's see. They must be 6.5 by 4.5. So these cards are much bigger than your usual card, but I think they're just lovely. And these in particular that come with this set, that come with the Dandy Garden set, I love the colors, and I think they would go really well with this set. Now, one more I want to show you. This set here, these cards came with the I believe it's the I guess the flowering, lots of flowers these are in the annual catalog, and these are the same size. They have, I believe this is Bumblebee, and I did the same effect here. I used those ornate frames, and then this is something I'm going to show you that's in one of the other suites. I just popped that up on that foam, adhesive foam, and cut it out with a die, and it just kind of like really pops. So there are, three separate cards that I made using this stamp. And I've combined several suites that are going to be available in the mini catalog. And very, very simple stamping, very simple technique. And that is the corner bouquet. I just thought it was just lovely. Okay, so let me put these aside. I will have all these posted on my blog. And let's go on to the next product. Now, if you saw that itty bitty little banner. Well, here's a set that is available in the new catalog, and it's called Many Messages. And it is a giant stamp set, okay? And I would recommend if you get this, do not put this back sheet on. Just use it like this. And use it in your Stamparatus like this. Just go ahead and just, get your paper and like that. And then just go ahead and stamp your paper with the Stamparatus. And let me show you. I'm going to demonstrate just using this lining sheet here. I'm just going to ink up my paper, my stamp, okay? And this is what I love about the Stamparatus is that you can stamp it many times until you get a good image. And you can kind of see right there what that looks like. And I'm just doing that on just some grid paper. I'm not doing it on cardstock. And I'm just cleaning my stamp here because, so there it is, Memento Black on grid paper. So now we're going to take this grid paper off. Okay, and I'm just going to put this over here. So there's my grid paper. And then here's the die that comes with it. So you take the die and you line your die up. And the secret to the die is you line it up. You line this up to your heart, the star, and the star. Okay, those are kind of what you'd call like registration marks. So once you line that up and you run this through the Big Shot, and what you get is, and let me show you, what you get is all these little sayings right here that you can use for all kinds of little cards. And that is what I used for, and I can't find my card, but that is what I used for this card right here. So I could even pull this one in right here, and I'm going to pick one of these little, sentiments, and I can just put it right there, happy birthday, or I can put it up here, happy birthday. Isn't that cute? Or look at this. They have thank you. They have happy birthday. So now I can make my cards, and then look at all that. Thank you so much. They just have all kinds of little neat little sayings. And here's this one. Thinking of you with sympathy and prayer. So now I can turn that into a sympathy card, just like that. So I just think, just a card to say hello. I just think that's just the neatest thing. And this is a very big card, right? And look, they do fit well on your card. So I wanted to show you that is one of the new sets that's going to be coming out. The name of it is Many Messages, and they look very delicate, but really when you kind of look at all the things that you can use, I think they're kind of fun. So I wanted to show you that product that's coming out. So I thought that was kind of neat. And for those of you that are avid stampers, look at that. Look how cute that is. Look at that. Congratulations. I just think that is so cute. So I stamped 2 of those while I was playing around. 2 pieces of cardstock. Because I was working with another demonstrator who was trying to figure out that she said she couldn't line them up, and she couldn't get the framelit to line up with the stamp. And the secret is you line up those stars, then those hearts that are on your set. If those are lined up, then it will cut perfectly, and they'll be aligned to your lettering. So there is your first tip using, here it is, the Many Messages stamp set. And like I said, big stamp. Don't put the back on because it's just so big, it's hard to do, and you really don't need it. You just need to, use it like a background stamp. And think about it too. You can even use this as a background stamp and stamp it on some cardstock and create a nice background. So that is one of the products that will be featured in the new catalog. I just think they're really, really cute. I mean, here's a card I made, and I didn't show you this one that I made using that Dandy Garden, but I mean, look how cute that is, even if I added that to it. And I didn't have this when I made this card, but I just think that's really nice. So that's another card that I made. Okay, so that's the Many Messages stamp set. So now let's look at, and let me move some of these out of the way. I have to show this stamp set, and I haven't played with this one yet. So I just wanted to show you. This is called Floating and Fluttering. It's a butterfly stamp set, and then you have the dies. Haven't had a chance to play with it. I'm going to put it aside for now because I'm still making Christmas stuff. Okay, so that is in the new catalog. Now there's another one, and I think you saw this. It was in my advanced complimentary order as part of going to on stage, and I think Catherine and I were kind of playing with it. So here are 2 cards that I made using this stamp set right here. These are all seeds and pods that are hand drawn, so that the stamps are drawings of seeds and pods. And then what we did, and this was part of our, kind of playing with the stamp set, is we made a couple of cards. And again, we're using Misty Moonlight. And I made 2. This one is just basically stamped with, I think it was Sahara sand. This is Pool Party, kind of outlining it. And then I stamped, I think these look like coffee beans. So that's the background. And then I used a rectangle die to kind of do a little bit of very, very, very subtle layering. You can see very subtle layering. And then I did this card here, and this one I just stamped the background with one of the stamps. I think it was this one here, and I kind of created that background, and then I layered again. This time I layered some texture, and so then I have the pattern, the texture, and then I used some DSP. Very simple to make. All we're doing here is taking the image and then adding pattern and texture to our card. So just some ideas. And then this was that pretty bumblebee gingham ribbon that I added there. Okay, so that is also in the mini catalog coming out called Enjoy the Moment. So I just wanted to show you that with some ideas. Now, I have a wow one for you. Let me see. I think I have all the pieces and parts. Let me show you this suite. This is kind of a wow suite. All right. This one is called Art Gallery. It comes with a one of the 3D embossing folders, and this embossing folder, and I used it over, where did I use it? I think I used it on, oh, I know where I used it. I haven't showed it to you. It looks like if you take a palette knife and you spread paint, that's what it looks like, okay? It's very, very deep. It has these flowers, and then this is where I got the die. This is the die right here that cut out this Just Want to Say. Okay, so this die comes with this set over here. And then it has some other dies that you can use to cut out these flowers. All right. There's a piece of this that's missing, and I wish Jackie were on, because Jackie had said something about, is there a way to make a gold frame around a card? Well, you know that if you cut 2 layering rectangles, you can make a frame. But what is missing, and what I don't have, is that this suite is going to come with gold flakes so that you can embellish your cards with gold flakes. It's gorgeous. They didn't have those available to us, but I want to show you what they had. Let's look at the DSP. It's all hand painted DSP. You know I love their DSP, so I'm just going to have to pull it out and show it to you. I mean, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And you can see kind of like this is the brush strokes. Look at that. That is so pretty. I know it's Christmas. Get over it. You have a little flowers. Spring's coming. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, look at that. I love those colors. And then look at that. Oh, that is just so pretty. Okay, now in all the background is this really lovely texture and pattern. Okay. What comes with this set is this Golden Garden Designer Special acetate. Let me look at this acetate. Here's the first piece, and it's just a nice, beautiful piece of acetate that you could probably I don't know if you can see that, but this acetate matches with the design. You see that? You see how pretty that is? Then let's look at this piece here. I'm going to make sure I have it the right way. And then this piece of acetate matches, and I got to make sure I get this right. Oh, here it is. Look at how the acetate lays right over the flower. Do you see how the acetate, see how the gold lays right over the flowers? Look at that. So you can cut the DSP, and then you can cut a window here that you can use, and you can put that right over your cardstock, and you create this beautiful effect because the acetate, the gold, matches the pattern. And then there's this piece, and this piece matches the pattern as well. See, no pattern, gold acetate. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So this is another suite that's going to be in the catalog. Isn't that pretty? And it's really very, I mean, it's just going to be beautiful card making. I mean, look at that for like Mother's Day, and just beautiful. Okay, so then this comes with, and let me open up this ribbon. It comes with this really pretty, I mean, look at that ribbon. It comes with this really, really pretty, kind of, you can see it. So there's the gold and the flowers. And then look at that ribbon. Isn't that just, oh, it's just really, just beautiful. Now, these are the stamps that you can use, and it's a two-step. But you can stamp this with your color, and then we're going to use this stamp to stamp and use the gold flakes. So it's going to be laying on gold flaking, like gold leaf, onto your flowers. So I'm really excited about that, and that will be available, I think, 1 December for us demonstrators. But I just wanted to show you that lovely suite called Art Gallery. All right, so that is Art Gallery. I love it, love it, love it. So now let me show you another suite, and this is called Simply Succulents. Yes, Succulents. It has several sets. Now these are your pretty little succulents, right? The little cactus type type flowers. And then you open it up and it has the rubber stamp set, okay? And then it has all of these dies. And this here, you might recognize this. That's an aloe vera, right? And just some other dies. I think this one here, if you look at this, I think that's the rosary. I've heard it called like the rosary flower or the rosary plant. Okay, so what I was doing, and then this is a wonderful, I mean, full framelit, which you can use with acetate or with cardstock, and it will make a wonderful stencil. Wouldn't that be pretty? So that is part of this bundle. This is part of that suite because this is the potted succulent die. I'm not even sure I'm saying that right. Oh well, I need a drink of water. So what I was putting together here is I took the this is the paper that is from that 3D embossing folder that comes with the art gallery that looks like it's just a palette knife with paint on it, okay? So I took that, it's in Whisper White, and then I kind of distressed the edge. Then I took some watercolor paper. Let me just move in here. I took some watercolor paper, and what I did with the watercolor paper is I used clear embossing powder. So I embossed it with white on white, and then I used Old Olive. I used some forgot what other color, a soft green color. And then I took some Highland Heather and I tried just to add kind of like some purple on kind of like the older mature leaves. So this is what I was putting together before I started my live. And then what I was attempting to do, was I went ahead and I cut this little pot here. So I have my little pot, and this is what I was trying. This is what I was trying to figure out. Is I was trying to figure out my how I was going to put this together, and I had two different colors of green because I wasn't really sure which one I was going to put where. But I was just kind of playing around with the combination here, and I think I had some more. Oh yeah. So I really didn't know what I wanted to achieve, but this is what I was trying to put together, and I just ran out of time. So I'll work on that. But this is called the Simply Succulents stamp set. It's a bundle, and it comes with these dies, and it's just I just think it's just really. Oh, I just think it's really pretty. Just something to really play with. So I'll finish that, and I'll post that. So that is all of that. Let me show you some of the things that you can get, because when we have our new mini catalog, we're going to have celebrations. So celebrations is, oh, I know what I want to show you. So you see on the front of the mini catalog, and by the way, I am putting together my list for the mail outs. This right here is the gold leaf. So let me see if I can show you. So this is what I wanted to show Jackie, because this is a frame that they use the gold leaf to create a gold edging around this card. Okay. And then, so here it is. Oops, let me see. You see it? There it is right there. Okay. And then there's the rest of the set. And this is the gold flakes that we'll be able to play around with. I just think it's just really, really pretty. Thank you for joining us, Tina. Leave a comment, say hi. Okay, so this is the Celebrations, and let me show you some of the stuff that you can get from Celebrations. Here are several of the stamp sets that are just a nice sentiment stamp set, a kind of a birthday stamp set. This is and these are all free, right? The Celebrations items are free based on a qualifying purchase. So here is a big pack of Oh So Ombre is the name of this. And look at all that. Oh, look at that paper. Isn't that pretty? So this is a pack of ombre cardstock DSP that is free in Celebrations. And this is the other cardstock DSP that is free with Celebrations. And you get this one. Isn't that pretty? So those are the items that are free in Celebrations. Now, I want to give you one hint. And let me see if I can find, I don't think I can find them. If you remembered that Oh Chick stamp set with the funky little chicks, they were chickens. If you like those Oh Chicks, they're coming back. I think they were part of Celebrations a couple of catalogs ago, a couple of years ago. They were very popular and they sold out. So I just want to give you a heads up that that's kind of some of the fun stuff that you can expect with Celebrations and the mini catalog. So there you go. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Let me come back and there you go. So thank you. Catherine, thank you for joining us. I'll give you a call when I'm done. But I hope you enjoyed my walkthrough, my reveal of all the fun things that we learned from on stage. I will tell you that you can still order from the holiday catalog. Next week, I'll go back to making holiday things. And next week is just before Thanksgiving. I don't know what your plans are, but I'm planning to be stamping. So I'm probably going to get on, and if you guys want to get together and Zoom in our pajamas, let me know, because I got nowhere to go and nobody's coming to my house. I am making a turkey. I'm making pies. I'm going to celebrate. I'm not going to let COVID stop that, but I'm celebrating with my family, and we're doing it through Zoom and FaceTime, and that goes out to my crafting family too. So if you're not going anywhere, then break out those Christmas tags and let's get to it, because I've got some projects I got to finish. You have until 9 December to make any orders if you want from the catalog, to guarantee that you will get them at your house, because things are going to start getting crazy. So if you need any last minute Christmas items, holiday items from the mini catalog, now is your time. Nothing's in back order. I've already checked as far as holiday things. The only thing that's in back order is some of the evergreen sets and some of that paper. So let me know, give me a call if there's anything I can do to help you. But thank you so much for joining me. And I just had a great time. Rocky is out right there. Do you see him? He's fallen. He's fallen asleep right next to that corner bouquet. Rocky's asleep. We're gonna have to. We're gonna go finish up with dinner. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Stay well, and I'll see you next.